Hey, welcome to the party. This video is going to be kind of a hodgepodge of a few different things. Going to answer some questions that I got in the YouTube comments. There's also something about the Bollinger Breakout setup that I've shown that I forgot to mention. So I'll do that, and then I'm also going to show how to code the Volume Breakout strategy in Markers Plus. So these red diamonds and the green diamonds, this is the Volume Breakout strategy that I did a video on recently. And these red and green dots are the ebb and flow strategy. I also did a video on how to recreate that. So there's a couple of extra videos you might want to check out. This is the NQ 5-minute chart from today. This is 8:30. Here's pre-market. Here's the New York Open. Here's up till lunchtime. The candles are being painted by my Bollinger Breakout strategy. The background is solar wind. Just got that in the background because I always like to know what the solar wind's up to. Got NQ delta and ES delta down here. So let's start off with the Bollinger Breakout strategy system. There's one thing I forgot to mention. Let me show you here. For the superior Bollinger indicator that's printing these candle colors, I've got it set to calculate on each tick. It's usually set to on bar close, so that could be an important adjustment to make. I've found that if I have it set to each tick, I get more consistent green candles to the upside and a more consistent flow of red candles to the downside. Whereas if I had it set to on bar close, like these two candles might not be printed red, they might be these neutral colors. So what I'm saying is if you have it set to on each tick, you'll get more breakout candles, most likely. And I just wanted to point out how well the ebb and flow system is doing, and also the volume breakout system, coming up with some really nice signals. Again, this is the 5-minute NQ chart. And for both of these signals, I'm waiting for confirmation. So if I get a signal, I want price to close above the trigger candle. If I get a down signal, I want price to move below the trigger candle. And I'm factoring in a lot of other support and resistance areas, and I'm factoring in delta, volume profile, some moving averages, a few different things. I also had a couple of requests to show the volume breakout strategy in Markers Logic. Basically, you want to add one instance of Markers copy. For the new Markers variable name, just choose something that you like. You can call this whatever you want to call it, but the input series is the SMA with a period of 9, and on the input series for the SMA, I want my input series to be volume, VOL, the built-in volume indicator. And that's the only instance of Markers copy you need. For Markers Logic, I'm using the built-in variables of volume, close, and open, and then I'm adding the one variable that I just created. So whatever you created for the SMA, you want the SMA of the current bar, 0, to be greater than the volume, VOL, of the current bar. And VOL is a built-in variable, so you don't have to have a separate instance of Markers copy for the volume. So the SMA of the current bar is greater than the volume of the current bar, and the SMA of 1 bar ago is less than the volume of 1 bar ago. And that's how you mimic the crossover feature that I used in Strategy Builder. That's how you do it in Markers Plus. So these two conditions are the exact same for both logics. The only difference is for the longs, we want the close of the current bar to be greater than the open of the current bar, which means we've got a up candle. So that's for the longs. You can choose whatever kind of signal you want, whatever color you want. For the shorts, the first two logics are the same, and for the third, you want a close of the current bar to be less than the open of the current bar. But the first two logics are the same. The SMA of the current bar is greater than the volume of the current bar, and the SMA of the previous bar, 1 bar ago, is less than the volume of 1 bar ago. I also coded this Bollinger Breakout strategy in Strategy Builder. Been doing some back testing results with it. Been doing particularly well on the ES charts. Does all right on the NASDAQ too, but The ES in particular, as far as backtesting results go, was a little bit better. I honestly just don't hold much weight with any backtesting results in Strategy Analyzer. I really like to just put the indicators on my chart and scroll back in time for however long and just look at the charts and see what it's doing day to day, see what it's doing recently in the past 2 weeks, and see how I might incorporate that into my basic core strategy trading in the different setups that I'm looking for on a day-to-day basis. So there's some little tidbits of info. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button.